The day I opened my bank app, the air went out of me. Zero. Every account emptied. At the top of each transfer receipt, my sister's name. Alina. Stare back. For a moment, I convinced myself it was an error, a system glitch. But the timestamps matched. The withdrawals took place while she stood in my kitchen smiling, helping me pack my daughter's school lunch. My hands shook, not from shock, so much as from holding back a scream. Alina and I used to be inseparable. She was a reckless one. I was the anchor. After our parents died, I vowed to care for her. She swore she wouldn't exploit that. Promises fray when money gets involved. Trouble had followed her for years. Bad boyfriends, bad jobs, bad choices. But she had a way about her, a seductive confidence that made people buy her lies. When she showed up cry about debts, I didn't hesitate. I gave her access to my accounts just to help manage your bills. Her exact words, "You trust me, right?" I did. God help me, I did. I didn't tell my daughter at once. She was 9. She didn't need to watch her mother fall apart. Still, kids notice. The bare fridge, the overdue notices, the quiet sobs behind closed doors. One night, she climbed into my bed and whispered, "Mom, don't worry. I handled it." I laughed until I cried. "Sweetheart, this isn't something you can handle." She grinned that same mischievous grin her aunt used to wear and said, "You'll see." I filed it away until 3 days later the phone rang. It was 2 a.m. Her voice was a frantic, high-pitched screech. "Where's my money?" she screamed. I stayed silent and listened. She kept shrieking. "You think you can mess with me? Where is it?" "The account's locked. Every penny. He's gone." "And the police." Then the line went dead. I stared at the phone. My pulse evened out. Something inside me shifted, a slow, dangerous calm. The next morning I asked my daughter what she'd meant. She was on the floor, building a Lego tower. Without looking up, she said, "Annie's boyfriend texted her bank details to my iPad when he came last week. I thought it was weird, so I copied them. When you were sad, I moved her money into your account. Then I sent her boyfriend a fake message from her number. He took her card and ran away." I sat frozen. She turned to me with wide, innocent eyes. Did I do bad? I want to say yes, that it was wrong, that no 9-year-old should even think like that. Instead, I knelt, cupped her face, and whispered, "You did what you thought was right." Because, in truth, she'd done what I couldn't. But I wasn't finished. Revenge wasn't simply reclaiming what was mine. It was restoring balance, doling out justice, preparing the quiet before the strike. I started where it would hurt most, reputation. Alina had used my name for years. Credit cards, charity pledges, even a handful of luxury purchases. I collected every receipt, every record, every screenshot, then filed them with the fraud department under her name. She became the prime suspect in her own scheme. Next, I traced her new boyfriend, an amateur crypto dealer with a shady track record. From an anonymous account, I messaged him. She told the police everything. He vanished that same night. 2 days later, she rang me again. This time, there was no fury, only sobbing. "I lost everything. Please. I didn't mean to. I just needed a chance. You always had everything." I hung up. Some debts can't be repaid. Weeks passed. Her calls stopped. Her number eventually disconnected. Rumor said she left town after being questioned in a fraud probe. Meanwhile, I rebuilt quietly. New job, closed old accounts, bought a used car, started saving properly and securely. Sometimes I caught my daughter watching me, studying how I carry myself now. Steadier, more vigilant. One evening I asked her, "Why did you help me?" She shrugged. "You always help everyone. I wanted to help you." Then she added, "Annie shouldn't have made you cry." I looked at the small, fierce person I had raised and felt something twist inside me. Not pride, not relief, but recognition. Maybe the taste for retribution ran in the bloodline. A month later, a package arrived with no return address. Inside was a photograph of Alina taken in Bangkok. She looked thinner, desperate. On the back, in her handwriting, a line scrawled, "You think you've won? Wait." I burned it without a word because she didn't understand. This was never about winning. It was about ending. That night, I tucked my daughter in. She asked, "Mom, are we safe now?" I kissed her forehead. "Yes, baby, we are." As I turned off the light, she murmured, "Good, because if she ever comes back, I know how to make her disappear." Her voice was unnervingly calm. In that stillness, I realized she hadn't just inherited my eyes or my smile. She'd inherited my silence, my patience, my precision. The world teaches us to forgive,